Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tara, a farmer from Northern California, and this channel is mainly about farming, but sometimes it's not. So we are on night 2 of our 2023 grape harvest. If you guys have been following along, we are about 2 weeks behind, so I am so happy that it is finally happening. And I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of what the vineyard looks like before it gets harvested and what it looks like after it gets harvested. So here is what the grapes look like before we are harvesting. For the most part, everything is looking really good. I'm really happy with how the crop turned out. If you guys have seen in the past, we machine harvest. So the grapes literally get shook right off the vine. Hand pickers come through with pruning shears or knives and they cut it right here and they take this entire cluster. But with mine, the grapes get shook off and I'm gonna show you what gets left behind after the harvester goes through. Okay, so I just want to answer some of my most commonly asked questions. The grapes have to reach a certain sugar amount, which we call bricks, and the winery dictates what bricks you pick at. So every winery is different, every variety of grape is different, and they tell you when it's go time. So mine are currently around 17, but there are wineries that like the bricks to be at 19 or 20, but here we are at 17 and we're ready to go. Another common question I get is why we harvest at nighttime. The reason we harvest at night is because the grapes can start fermenting during the day when they're sitting under the sun. So we harvest at night so everything stays nice and cool and hopefully does not ferment before it gets to the winery. So I have 50 acres of Sauvignon Blanc. It all goes into wine. A lot of my grapes go into the Dark Horse brand, Sauvignon Blanc. My first harvest was in 2020. Every year my tonnage has gotten better. I've been really, really lucky, and we'll see how this year's crop goes, but I think we are on track with last year, and I'm really happy with how everything has turned out.
This is the right setup.
Okay.
I think this, as close as he has it to the hump,
yeah,
gives him enough space to do with the gondolas and then still be able to kind of get out.
Okay.
So his theory is, as they move this way, they're giving themselves the space to get out.
Yeah, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I saw a picture from my first year. I had them parked on this side. But then they're really in the way. I know. Okay, we're gonna go look at a row that has been harvested so I can show you what it looks like afterwards. All right, so we're gonna go into a row that's been done. So you guys will see the harvester, but the harvester drives over the top of the row completely. Okay, so this has been harvested, and this is where the grape cluster was. You can even see one little grape got left behind. This is those huge clusters that you're seeing that I said if we hand picked, this whole thing would get cut off, but the grapes are getting shook right off, and this is called a rachis, and that is the grape cluster. And I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. The harvester drives over the top of the row. They dump into a hopper that's being pulled by a tractor. The tractor comes out. I'm sorry, I call them a hopper because we used to do corn and that's what we call it. They actually are called a gondola, but it's the same thing. So if you have a corn background, hopper, gondola, same. So the gondola comes out and the gondola dumps the grapes into the truck, and it's so much juice, and that's really what's coming out of these. So we will check out the harvester and we'll check out the gondolas dumping into the trucks.